Hello. So I'm just going to show you what I normally would do on a day-to-day basis, how I style my short hair. Let's do that. I'm plugging in my straightener. And I recently just got this a couple months ago actually, mainly because it's pink and glittery. But it's a Chi. My old hair straightener was a Chi and it lasted forever, but it was starting to get a little crusty. And I was like, you know what? Let's just get a new one. Like, I had it since 8th grade. So yeah. But this really glides through my hair nicely. So I am happy that I got this. So we're gonna probably just do 360. When I'm going for waves, I usually put the heat up a little bit more just so the waves stick. So I'm gonna let that heat up, and I'm actually going to put on, I'm gonna section and then put on heat protectant on each layer. So let's do that. And fun fact, I'm starting cosmetology school in the fall. So if you would like videos on how that goes, just let me know. I'm excited and nervous. It's way different from what I have been doing. I forgot a brush. Let me grab a brush. But yeah, so currently I'm a licensed practical nurse and I just don't see myself doing it for the rest of my life. So just to be short and sweet, I'm starting cosmetology school in the fall, and I don't know what I'm going to specialize in because I like hair, I like makeup, I like skincare. So we'll just see. I'm gonna just go through school and figure it out then. Yeah, let's just get into the hair. I use these two heat protectants interchangeably. I got this one in a FabFitFun box and I really like it. It's a leave-in conditioner, but it does say in the description that it works as well. It works to, yeah, it says thermal protection. So I love this one a lot. It smells really good. And then I also got this one just to help keep my hair toned, because I do have highlights. I toned it. Last time I washed it, I toned it with the Redken purple shampoo. I am due to get more highlights, but I'm just waiting for a while. I'm gonna let my hair grow a little bit more. But I like this because so this helps tone your hair and it has UV protection. Yeah, but I think I'm gonna go with this one today, the Quay. I believe that's how it's pronounced. I like to always spray things in my hands. That's just how I like to do it, because then I feel like I have more control. And when I'm spraying things, like, you don't always know where it's gonna go and it gets everywhere sometimes. So this is how I like to do it. And I go section by section just to make sure that I get it everywhere, really focusing on the ends. I air dried my hair. I washed my hair yesterday, so this is day 2. I finally have my hair trained to where it's not oily on the second day, so I'm happy about that. All right, so I do a little bit of a curve, as you can see, but it's mainly gonna be straight. I don't like it, and sometimes I follow it with a brush just so it has a little bit of a curve. I'm not going for the super curved in look, but I just like the way it gives a little movement to the hair without it being super stick straight. And I just think it looks a little bit more flattering on myself when it has that bit of a curve. So I'm curving it the whole way, not just at the ends. And these shorter pieces are a little bit more tricky to get. You could section your hair to where it's just the little short pieces and it might be easier, but I'm not too worried about the super underneath. I just go like this, get everything warm, and then go in with that brush, smooth everything out, and that's good enough for me. I don't need super sleek hair, but you can see the difference already. I don't have a whole lot of texture to my hair, but you can just see how this side looks more finished and sleek, and this side just kind of looks like I rolled out of bed, which is what I did. So we'll just do this side. All right, so now we're gonna grab another section. I like to do three to four sections just to make sure I get everything. The main thing that I like to focus on is to keep the hair hydrated, because when you're heat styling your hair, you're taking moisture out of your hair. As you can see, steam, well, that can be from the product. When you see steam, it can be from the product, but if you have moisture in your hair, you're getting it hot, and then that moisture is gonna inevitably vaporize out of your hair. And just keeping it nice and moisturized is going to prevent your hair from getting dry, brittle, and easily broken, especially if you do have bleached pieces in your hair. Yeah, so I've been watching The Office lately, and I'm at the point where Pam Beesly, where she starts art school, and it's just giving me a little bit of comfort because she goes from this corporate job that she finds enjoyment out of it, but she just feels like there's more for her, and that's how I'm feeling in my life right now. So I feel like Pam Beesly. Yeah, so I used to use really like the highest heat setting on my hair, but it's unnecessary if you don't need it. Some hair textures might need a higher heat setting though, so you just have to kind of play around with it until you find what works best for you. And I like to do more detail work on this very top piece, so that's why I usually shoot for 4 sections. I really like this brush. It's pretty gross right now, but it's a wet brush, but it also has the bristles in there that kind of helps bring down the oils, the natural oils in your hair. I've been using, what is it? I don't know where it's at. Oh, it's way over there. It's Acure dry shampoo. It's in a bottle, like kind of like a baby powder bottle, because I just don't know how I feel about the spray-on dry shampoo, because there's the, you know, the chemicals that make it spray out. That's why I like, even for hairspray, I go for the ones that you pump out, because I don't know what it's gonna do to my hair. Once again, more things that I will be asking about when I start cosmetology school, so I'm pretty hyped about that. I'm a little bit nervous because it's just a whole different field, but I'm very excited for what I'm gonna learn. I'm gonna do a bit more of a curve on this front piece here. Just give it some more body. And then just to give some more volume to the crown, I like to make sure and really curve the top part here. And then I'll kind of hold the brush there while it cools down. And it kind of gives a little something something. So I see that this needs to be done. So I'm going to do the same thing I did on the other layer. I'm just going to give it some body by curving it. This is kind of a thick layer. Yeah, just making sure to let it cool down in that shape to help give you a little bit more volume. And also dry shampoo will give you volume too, but some people prefer to put it on before their hair is greasy, and some people prefer to put it on when it gets greasy. I don't know where I stand on that. Okay, so now I'm just gonna kind of focus on, maybe we'll bring some over. So I'm going to bring these pieces back actually a little bit, just to help frame the face a little bit, to help it go away from the face a little bit, give it a little bit of volume as well. See what I mean there? And these little baby hairs. I don't always do these just because they're really fragile, but sometimes I like to, so I'm going to do the same thing for that. Do the same thing with this section. That's pretty much it. This section back here that needs to be. Okay, so we'll just do the other side. So what I like to do, especially if I know that I'm gonna wear this hairstyle for a few days, is I like to take a nice light flexible hold hairspray, spray it in my hand, run it through the hair just to kind of coat the hair to prevent humidity from getting in. I really have been liking this. It's the Cake by, I believe this is by John Frieda. I think that's who makes it. Or no, Mark Anthony Cosmetics. I've really been liking this. It's cruelty free. This is the Totally to Die For Texturizing Beach Spray, and it smells really good. It has a sweet smell to it. So I'll just kind of run it through my hands and then run it through my hair, just to coat the hair. And sometimes I can mess it up a little bit, give it some more volume. And sometimes I'll do a couple layers because I for sure want, okay. Sometimes it's hard to get that nice curve with a flat iron because you sometimes will get the creasing. But I don't always like to do I'm just gonna let it sit there and cool down, but I don't always like to do a blowout or use my Revlon styler, because sometimes I just don't feel like, because I usually shower at night and I don't always like to use this loud thing, and I just, it's not really doing what I want it to, but that's okay. Sometimes that just happens. I'm gonna do another layer of the hairspray and run a little bit on the roots as well. And I like to do like one behind my ear to get it out of my face a little bit. So that's what I do when I would like my hair to be straighter. I can also do a video on what I do for curls, because it's a little bit different on short hair, because I don't like to take too much length from my hair, but when I still want a little bit wavy, I usually will do the kind of beachy waves, and I still use my straightener for the most part. Sometimes I do use a wand for that type of look, but that's about it for today. I hope this helps some of you on your short hair. Subscribe to my channel, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.